The house is located in Kyoto, and it's a very old house, or Machiya. We're going to be renovating this house and turning it into our new workshop. It needed so much cleaning, so much work. Extremely dirty. So what we want to do with this room is paint all the walls black, and then we're just going to refinish the floor. I thought it would work. Pack up all the stones, the natural stones especially.
From moving the workshop, Ivan got that terrible back pain.
I'm really excited to go to the new workshop. It'll be so much fun to work there.
I'm gonna finish carrying everything to this workshop by myself.
From where it was, it looks amazing, and it's amazing to be able to work in here. Set everything up the way I want it to work. So far, it's been amazing working in this space. It's a huge change from the old workshop. Welcome back to our channel and a new chapter in our life. We're going to be renovating this house and turning it into our new workshop. We decided to take this workshop in order to start making products that we've been thinking about for quite a long time, but also to showcase the vision surrounding the products. The house is located in Kyoto, and it's a very old house, or Machiya. It's over 100 years old. And for the last 10 years, there hasn't been anybody living here, so you can imagine how much dirt and how much cleaning needed to be done. The floors, the walls, the ceiling, the windows, every millimeter literally of this house needed to be cleaned. So the place we started first was the kitchen, because it's the most dirtiest. We started removing a lot of this wallpaper newspaper. It was actually in English and must have been popular at the time, but it wasn't something that we saw us keeping, as it had nothing to do with the way we wanted this place to look in the end. So all of it had to be removed. But this door is like 2 millimeters thin.
That looks clean though. It's easier now to paint it on.
Yeah, it's so thin, the paint will make the door stronger. Just gotta find an opening. Oh yeah, I did that. Slowly, you probably need a sign. Yeah.
Like this?
Yeah, exactly.
That's kind of fun.
Yeah, just pull it all out. Yep. One of the things in this kitchen that just had to go was this shelf. The color was ugly, it didn't fit into the kind of vision we had for the kitchen, and it was really in the way. So we decided that it had to be taken out. But something happened unexpected when we pulled it out. Whoa, it's just covered in rust. What do we do with this? Huh. do with this. After we kind of looked at the kitchen and kind of figured out what needed to be done, it was time to start cleaning. And what we didn't expect, that it was going to be much, much harder than it looked. There was so much dirt from many years of no one living there to be taken away. I just finished cleaning this whole section of this wall. You can see, just cleaned it. It's still wet. And then this is not cleaned. That black, this used to be black. Like that. Really dirty. Yeah. Now it's clean. Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, it's really nice. From here, we could really start to envision what the workshop would look like, and actually what this area would look like, the sharpening room. The cleaning took a long, long time, especially the kitchen. There was so many layers of dirt from years and years of people living there. The floors, the walls, the door, everything needed so much cleaning, and a job that we thought would only take a couple of days ended up taking over a week, and it was a lot of work. Extremely dirty. After we finished cleaning all the walls, it was time to start on the floors. And like everything else, the floors were dirty, if not dirtier than the walls. So Yuka started with sanding in order to stain and paint the kitchen and finally finish this area of the house. Now it was time to get rid of the sink, something that actually we've been waiting for ever since we came into this house. And getting rid of the sink was something important because now we're getting ready to paint the kitchen. But at this point, all the cleaning is done and the kitchen is looking completely different than when it started. And it was a great feeling to finally see this clean and know that we're moving forward day by day but it's really dirty. But I don't want to put the glass on, so I think just paint it black and leave it open looks better. Well, it looks terrible. Well, we can paint it black today. We don't have to paint.
How was the cleaning?
Cleaning was really hard. It was really, really dirty. Much dirtier than I expected, especially this area of the floor around the stove and sink. The floor was so dirty. It took us a day and a half to clean just this area, just here. So now it's clean. It's great. Now we can paint it finally. But we're going to paint everything black. So all the walls, all around, everything black. And then do a stain on the wood part, just a stain black. Everything will be black, but it should look nice. For sharpening, it's really, really important. It was great. Yeah, the floor, we're gonna do stain it black. So you'll still be able to see the wood grain. Well, it's really dirty, but you'll be able to see the wood grain. And I'm not a really dirty sharpener, actually. I don't make a lot of mess when I'm sharpening, so it'll stay really quite clean, but black is the easiest for me to work with. So yeah, black and black. But yeah, it's finally finished cleaning. What a lot of work that was. Not fun. Stick. Nice black. Cool. Beautiful black. Really nice black. This room of the workshop is actually going to be my workspace and going to be the sharpening room. I decided to paint all the walls black in order to help me during sharpening. Having this black reflection in the blade helps to really be able to see the small details of the angles of the blade, and also, very importantly, the scratch that's being left from the stone before when you want to move to the next stone. So painting in black was really something I'd always thought about and wanted to do. But I was a bit hesitant at first, until we went to visit a matcha factory in Kyoto. And the quality control room where they test the tea, look at the tea's color, was actually completely painted black. So upon seeing that, I decided, you know what, I'm going to paint the entire room black. Painting was actually a lot of fun, and it was a lot easier than cleaning. And when you're painting, you're starting to see the room take its shape, and you can start to see how it's going to look in the end. I thought it would work. Oh. finish. Looks great, huh? Really, really nice. Completely different. It'll be nice to a sharpening room. But yeah, everything's finished for now. Gotta let it dry and then last coat and it's all finished. It'll be nice to see it when we take all the tape off. Nice and fresh. After painting, we started staining the wood in the sharpening room. We decided to do this because, one, it would protect the wood, and also this is a workshop. A lot of the floors and everything gets dirty from sharpening. So the stain helped to protect everything and keep it clean and make it actually easier to clean. I chose the dark stain to kind of match the overall look of the sharpening room and also keep it all around the same colors, a bit darker. So a slightly darker stain for the wood was something I thought would look nice. The floor as well had to be stained, and this was something that was actually really important, not only for the overall look of the room, but just actually keeping it clean. As a sharpener, and for people that have sharpened a lot, do a lot of hand sharpening, you know that the abrasive goes everywhere and gets all over the floor. And especially hand sharpening the stones, the mud from the stones gets stuck onto the floor. So staining the floor so that it's easier to clean and keep it clean was really important, because after you sharpen, you got to keep it clean in order to polish. After we pulled the shelf out and we saw that there was nothing back there, we were kind of surprised, and upon thinking about it, it would be difficult to repair that space. So after painting the entire room black, we decided to paint the shelf black as well. And in the end, it actually worked out really well and looked great. And here's the finished room. And looking at it now, it's amazing, really night and day. It looks a lot better than it did in the beginning. All the dirt that we had to remove and all the cleaning of the floors, just literally every inch of this room needed to be cleaned in order to get it to where it is now. The matte black finish is really calm and soothing. Actually, I didn't really expect it to feel like that. And leaving the wood exposed really ties this room into the rest of the house. All the work that went into doing this room is pretty surprising to see it like this. There is a few more things that need to be done. We need to finish and change out the faucet as well as get a new sink. But everything is done and looks amazing. I'm so happy that we finished it.
So, is that the sink?
Yeah, that's the sink. It looks great. Perfect height. Yeah, most Japanese sink, so even doing the dishes, you have to bend over. So this is actually really, really amazing,
Okay.
especially for sharpening.
And from your request, I found a 2 sink plus the table.
Yeah.
Extra?
Right. Extra table, so
Great.
great.
What are you checking?
How it will move, how sturdy it is.
Is it important for sharpening?
Yeah, I hate when the sinks move, so you got to get it up against the wall and put something behind it so it's really doesn't move at all.
Is the tap too low?
Way too low. Well, we're going to change the tap anyways, but this tap is definitely too low. Really is alto. I'll have to try it out one day. After we painted the kitchen, it was time to clean the outside of the house. We started with the engawa, which is a kind of a porch that connects the inside of the house to the outside. This had a lot of dust and a lot of mold under the dust. So in order to start cleaning, we had to get rid of the dust first. Oh, dirty. I feel sad for the spiders though. The outside, like the inside of the house, needed a lot of deep scrubbing and cleaning. Yuka was busy scrubbing the engawa that would eventually get stained. All the windows had to be taken out. They had to be washed clean, and there was quite a bit of mold on them as well from just years, I guess, of no one living there. All this needed to be done in order to kind of start finishing off the rest of the house. Everything in the house was actually in very good condition despite how old it was. And we didn't really want to throw anything away or break anything and replace it. So we just decided to clean everything and stain it, refurbish it in order to be able to use it.
These stones.
Yeah, these stones. Yeah.
Okay.
The renovations there are almost done. Took time, but we did it.
Yeah, it took time. So what are we gonna do today?
So today we're gonna pack up all the stones. That's kind of the main thing that takes a little bit of time just because they're so delicate, and the natural stones especially. You don't want to bang them or bump them because it can cause a little crack down the line when you're using them. So I got to be really careful. So we're gonna do that today.
Okay.
Let's start.
Hi guys, it's Yuka. You might wonder why I'm here by myself, but from moving the workshop, Ivan got a terrible back pain. When we packed the stones at the current workshop, he said he pinched his back, and since that, like over 5 days, he's just bedridden. He cannot even stand up, walk around, and he can't even sleep from pain. It seems really terrible. But we have to move to this workshop, start to work on here, and we have to leave the current workshop soon. We have a limit. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna finish carrying everything to this workshop by myself. Each box is really heavy. It's full of the stones and natural stones, synthetic stones, and shelves. But I have to finish it, and I know it's hard, but Ivan has much harder time. So I think I can do it. The amount of the boxes I could fit into our car was limited, so I had to make many back and forth between old workshop and the new workshop. Beyond the moving work, I had my daily work and also caring for Ivan. So at this time, it was truly exhausting, both physically and mentally. Okay, I put everything in this room, all the stones boxes and wood shelves. So now I'm gonna build the wood shelf for stones, and then unboxing the stones box and put all the stone back to the shelf. That's gonna be a lot of work. But the hardest part, to carry all the stones box and shelves from the current workshop, is done. So now it should be fine. I can finish all by myself. How's your back pain, Ivan? Are you okay?
It's getting better. It's not okay yet, but it is getting better. It's been about a week and a half since I first really hurt it. I actually hurt my back from carrying the natural stones. The boxes were heavier than I expected, so that's kind of ironic, I guess. So when I first heard it, that was really brutal, really hard. Yeah, after a few days when I could kind of start to move a little bit better and kind of stand up, then we went to the hospital, and that was really important because I was able to get first an x-ray, and then the doctor couldn't really see exactly what was going on with my spine, so then I was able to get an MRI. I talked to the doctor, and then he could kind of assess, tell me what the real problem was, and give me some medication and stuff. I'm not sure 100% how I got this back pain, but it's probably most likely from many, many years of sharpening, probably standing in the wrong position for many, many years. And then over time, it just happens when you just least expect it to happen. I can't really do any sharpening, but I can do this. I can sit, so I can do this work. I'm really excited to go to the new workshop. It's really, really amazing. It'll be so much fun to work there. Yeah, thank you, Yuka. You really helped so much. Otherwise, I'm just on the floor and probably die. Yuka actually moved pretty much everything to the workshop. Because this happened right around the time when we're actually moving the main part of this workshop. So it's kind of terrible timing. And then Yuka actually packed everything and brought everything over. All the stones, all the shelves, everything is over. She did everything. So yeah, without her, there's no life. It's impossible to survive. So I guess she really helped me and helped us to actually get over to the new workshop. So without her, it's really impossible. I can't thank her enough for what she did. Thank you, Yuka.
How are you, Ivan?
Feeling much better. We started the renovations in March. Now it is October. So some time has passed. Yeah, I got the back pain in late May, and that lasted about a month and a half until around July, I guess, mid-July. That was hard. So now my back feels about 90% great. Feels great. I can do pretty much anything. I just gotta really take care. But I'm good. I can do everything as I used to do it, especially work. So I've already started working in here and set everything up the way I want it to work. So far it's been amazing working in this space. It's a huge change from the old workshop. In an upcoming video, we're going to give you a little bit more detailed tour of this whole workshop. But as you can see now, from where it was, it looks amazing, and it's amazing to be able to work in here. So it was really dirty in here, and we cleaned everything, painted everything, changed it to black, which is an amazing, for me anyways, to work in this kind of environment. And one of the most amazing things in here, in this spot, is this sink. And I gotta thank Yuka for that. She found it, and it's just incredible. The height and just the layout of the sink. And the other thing that's really I've always wanted is this faucet. And I gotta thank Yuka and Junior, my friend Junior, for installing it and setting it up. That's really amazing. And yeah, everything's organized the way I want it in here. I set up there all my NSK stones. So for synthetic sharpening, yeah, it's perfect for me. So in this room, we didn't have to do a lot of renovations like the rest of the workshop, but it did need a lot of cleaning, and it did take a lot of work, especially for Yuka, because she's the one who did it, to pack all the stones in the old workshop and bring it here. And that was a lot of work, so I really appreciate her doing that, because at the time I couldn't do anything. So she did a lot of work in here, but now it's amazing. It's a beautiful room, and it's going to be great to work in here. Yeah, this room is such a nice room for polishing. Everything is focused on polishing only, and especially natural stone polishing. So it's going to be a really nice, quiet, focused area to do that kind of work in this room, especially in the afternoon. So light. It's really beautiful in here. Then the next room over here, right beside the polishing room. In this room, we didn't show anything at all, but it also needed a lot of cleaning and painting and actually a lot of work, but Yuka did everything in this room. I didn't do anything, and it looked very different before, so Yuka painted everything and totally changed the atmosphere. So it's a really nice room now. So from the tea room, we come out onto this really nice area, and this is the engawa. And like everything else in this workshop, it needed so much cleaning, so much work, but it's really, really great now. And actually Yuka is the one that refinished everything. She scrubbed all of this, she cleaned it all, and then she stained it all. And our friend Junior helped to actually take out all the green that was mesh that was underneath here, I guess to protect it from animals, I'm not sure. But these two things completely transformed this place. So it looks beautiful now. And just being out here feels great. This is the kind of place you just want to come, sit, relax, and just look at the sky. But yeah, it's beautiful now, and it took a lot. It was a lot of work, but it's amazing to have this space to work in right now. It's amazing to have it finished. If you're interested in the work that we're doing and this workshop, all the information about it is in a link down below. And for daily updates and the things that we're doing on a regular basis, please follow us on Instagram. We are planning to accept visitors, and we really appreciate that if you do plan on visiting us, to make a reservation. That gives us time to prepare for your visit. Again, thanks so much for your support. I know this is a long video, so we really appreciate your sticking around. And thanks again. We'll see you in the next video.